friends, it's Moxie again, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, it's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be doing a decorate with me / DIY. I'm going to be showing you how I decorated my tree and how you could do the same on a budget while also having enough money left over to make a matching Christmas wreath. You can use this wreath for anything you'd like. You can put it on your wall, in your room, on your front door. I have mine on my front door, but we're gonna see how long that lasts because I am a little bit nervous about somebody taking it, so hopefully that's gonna be okay. But anyway, I'm so excited for you to see this DIY. As always, don't forget to tweet me at HeatherMoxieDIY, and I will see you after the video. Bye! So for this first project, I'm going to be showing you how to DIY your own Christmas ornament. I picked up mine from Michael's from the Christmas section with all the wooden decor, and I'll link where you can find it with the price below. It was super cheap because it was on sale, and I just decided to use this because it would be really easy to work with. And I decided to stain it because I was going for a little bit more of a rustic vibe with my Christmas decorations, but you could paint this or even leave it blank. It's totally up to you. After staining mine, I realized that this side came out a little bit weird, so I chose to put my picture on this side. And after you choose your picture, this part is completely optional. I decided to round the edges of my picture just to make it look a little bit softer and blend a little bit more with the ornament. Once you're done with that, you can apply a little bit of Mod Podge to the back of your photo, and then you can place it onto your wooden ornament and it's ready to be sealed. Once it's placed, you just want to make sure that you press down, and then you can apply Mod Podge to the surface. I would also hold a little bit of your picture as much as you can just to make sure you don't move your picture. And once it's stuck, you can seal all the edges in, and just make sure you seal the entire top of the wooden ornament just to make sure everything has an equal finish. This DIY ornament is probably my favorite part of our Christmas decorations just because it's our first Christmas together in our first apartment together. So it has a lot of sentimental value to me, and I wanted to do something to commemorate it but also stay on the cheap, so I love this ornament. Moving on to the Christmas tree. I bought my Christmas tree this time last year at Michael's, and I believe it was $20. If you head on over to their website now, they actually have this same 4-foot pre-lit Christmas tree for that same price, $20. That's where I got my tree. It was a great buy. It is a little tree, but as you guys have heard before, I do have a smaller apartment, so it works out great. And right now you're just watching me set it all up and make sure that there's no blank spaces or spaces that need to be spread out. I love fake Christmas trees because they're really easy to set up and they last forever. Now for Christmas ornaments, I had these ornaments from a few years ago before I moved out, and I purchased these at the dollar store for great prices, but they didn't match the vibes that I was going for, so I actually headed on over to Walmart and found some really inexpensive burlap ribbon and really inexpensive glitter ornaments. I wasn't really sure how I was going to make the burlap ribbon work, but I ended up twisting it and wrapping it around the tree, and it actually came out really great. I just had to make sure that I tucked the edges, so if you decide to do this, make sure you have a second set of eyes so you can see where you need to move the ribbon, where you need to twist it, and just kind of tuck it in between some of the branches and make sure it's really stuck in there. The ornaments I ended up choosing were these really pretty glitter, cuter, kind of goldish bronze icicles and snowflakes. So I just went ahead and stuck all those on there, and here is the finished product. I actually really love it, and I'm not really a fan of gold, so this burlap feel of bronzish, goldish came out really well. For the tree skirt, I don't have anything that could count as a tree skirt. I've never had to have one, so I actually used leftover burlap from my DIY burlap bulletin board and just kind of tucked it all in there and made sure it wouldn't go anywhere, and it worked out perfectly. So all in all, the ornaments, the ribbon, and the tree topper were all from Walmart, and they were all really well priced. I'll make sure to link everything down below with their prices so you can also find them, but I'm pretty sure I kept my decorations under $30, so I was really excited about it, and I'm very happy with how it came out. We have a little mini beautiful tree. Moving on to the matching Christmas wreath. I picked this up from Michael's. It was actually half off, so it came out really well. I'll also link this down below. And once you get it, you're just going to want to start spreading it out and making sure, just like your Christmas tree, that there are no bare spots and that there are no weird looking spots that look a little smushed like it's looking now. Once you're done arranging it, you can use the leftover burlap ribbon from your Christmas tree and wrap it all around. Make sure you get it through there. I only did it a couple times just because I didn't want my Christmas wreath to be covered in ribbon to the point where you couldn't see the decoration. Just like your tree, as you wrap, you can tuck it under some of the branches just to help secure it. I ended up securing it with a bead of hot glue at the edges. Since it is going to be going outside, I wanted to make sure the ribbon is going to be kept in place. For the decorations, you can get whatever you would like and customize it however you would like. Since my tree is a little bit more on the natural side and not too crazy, I wanted to make sure I picked out decorations that were very natural looking, so I grabbed some pine leaves with a little bit of the faux snow on there and some pine cones, and I just went ahead and arranged it the way I would like. And then after you've got your arrangement set, you can go ahead and start gluing the pieces in. Be very careful on this step. It is a lot harder than it looks or sounds to hot glue on a faux wreath. A lot of the times when I would go to place a piece down, the glue would move and instead glue to my finger, so that was not fun. So just be careful. And as a finishing touch, I grabbed this metal reindeer ornament from Michael's and snipped off the twine hanger just so I could hot glue that and make it kind of a little centerpiece for my wreath. And I'm actually really happy with how this turned out. I had a few leftover pine cones, so I actually just added those into the top and it was all done. For the very last step, you can actually choose to buy a wreath hanger, or you can use some twine like I did and tie that to the frame of your wreath so that you can hang it on your door. I actually happen to have a clip on my door already, so I didn't want to buy the hangers that they sell. One, I didn't want to mess up the paint on my door, and two, I'm not really a fan of those, so I just ended up tying a piece of twine to either side of my metal frame on my Christmas wreath and it was all set. And if you'd like, you can stop there, but of course I did have a few scraps of ribbon left, so I decided to fashion a little bow out of them, and I just pinched one piece together, tied a piece of string over it to pinch the centers together, and then hot glued the two edges down at the bottom. It's really simple, and I actually glued that to the very top, and it was finally complete. Here it is hanging on my front door. It looks absolutely beautiful, and I love how natural it looks. It doesn't look too crazy. I am a fan of Christmas colors. It's just for my personal taste. I really like when things come together in a more natural look. Okay friends, that is it for the DIY, and I'm so excited for Christmas, and no matter what holiday you celebrate, I wish you happy holidays. Don't forget to tweet me at HeatherMoxieDIY, and I will talk to you guys next Saturday. Bye!